Smitha. Are 2 Kings 2:12 and John 3:13 contradictory regarding man going to heaven? So I'll read those passages to you. 2 Kings 2. And Elisha saw it, and he cried out, my father, the chariot of Israel and his horsemen. And so he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and tore them into two pieces. And then John 3:13. No one has ascended to heaven, but he who came down from heaven, that is the Son of Man who's in heaven. Are those contradictory?
You know, no, I wouldn't use the word contradictory. I would say those are exceptions.
Okay.
I can think of two exceptions to that statement, no one has ascended to heaven. I can think of Elijah and I can think of Enoch.
Okay.
Aren't those two men who, at least in some sense, ascended to heaven? Now, I would say that necessarily, they didn't necessarily ascend to the heaven where God dwells. And that's it. Because the idea of heaven is used in a few different senses. But they ascended to the world beyond, which in that day I would describe as Hades, to the bosom of Abraham, that part of Hades known as the bosom of Abraham. But in a sense, you could say that they ascended to heaven. But we do need to be a little bit careful with these passages in Scripture. You know, for example, in Hebrews, it says, it's appointed unto men once to die and then face judgment. Well, I can think of some exceptions to that. Enoch never died. Elijah never died. Lazarus died twice.
Right.
He didn't once to die and then he died twice.
Right.
So the fact that there's some rare, remarkable exceptions doesn't disprove the rule, so to speak.
Almost proves the rule.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. They're rare, remarkable exceptions. But I would be just as happy to explain that as saying, look, the Bible isn't telling us that Enoch and Elijah ascended to the heaven where God dwells.
Right.
That was only possible when the work of Jesus Christ was finished and the new covenant was instituted. But they certainly did go to a realm of the heavens, to the world beyond.
Yeah, I think Jesus, in talking about the rich man and Lazarus, a place of comfort.
Yes.
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 Abraham's bosom.
Right.
Right.
Right.